How's it going, guys? Here today. Many of you guys have been asking me about how's the shoulder rig doing, and some people ask me, hey dude, how do you get that stable video when you're interviewing someone or you're out and about shooting some b-roll or going to a party? Well, over the time period, I've realized that some accessories that came with the Cowboy studio here are not really necessary, and I've actually custom made this temporarily till the meantime so I can get some rails and new handles. The first thing we talk about here is that this right here, if you lean your hand on there and use it as an armrest, this is gonna get loose and you're gonna mess it up. But I think I already messed it up a little. Not recommended. Another thing that's actually getting me the most about this is this part. When you go ahead and have it in your shoulder, it just hooks on. You guys see here, and then this portion right here actually gives you a lot of tension. A lot of the camera weight is actually transferred down into the bottom part of your rib cage, or how tall or how short you are. This isn't hit somewhere, and over long periods of time it's going to hurt. So it's used to rest the camera from it when you let go of the handle, but majority of the time you should be using the handle in general, which I have situated here. What this does is it goes over my shoulder, and I have the handle like that, and then the camera situated in such manner. We see what I'm talking about here is, well, the fact that this thing's really nice and all, but I don't have any way to put any counterbalance weights on it. I don't have any way to go ahead and, just in general, the accessories that came with it, the only thing I actually found good out of it was just that. Nothing else. This thing can support the weight, or just better off mounting the camera directly to the plate. The handle came off of an L bracket flash mount that was used for previous videos to stabilize my video, but it didn't really work out, and it actually works out really well on this. I just had to set it up in a way so I can go ahead and tape it on. So far, no issues. All I have to say here is that if you're getting one of these, do not use any of the accessories besides this or just the thing alone. And go ahead and invest in a quick release plate and some rails. So I'm going to go ahead and mount the camera onto it real quick. And before I show you what camera mounts onto it, you have several options. So here, these are the cameras that I've been using, to be honest here. I used the Sony Action Cam for Austin, the movie trailer, when I had to run, and I had to go and get that higher frame rate so I can go and keep up with him. Let me go and frame. So I used that one, and then I used Nikon D5100s for the reason to go ahead because, well, they're kind of lightweight and I can afford them. This one's out of service. That's my new play around camera. But these are the cameras that I use on my shoulder rig, and so I'm going to mount one of the cameras on, and I'm not going to go ahead and just have the camera dangle around. Okay, so here we're back. The camera's assembled onto the shoulder rig here. And so the one thing I like about this is that, well, if you're where I'm at, this is eye level. This is what you're going to see with your camera and shoulder rig. The screen's at a well, quote unquote comfortable. You can tilt it, but you have to look down a bit. But this is a perfect spot where you look directly at it. You have to look off to the side. For those people who have the screen just on the camera itself, you can tilt this more to the left, and you'll be able to get this level with your face, so you don't have to be turning your head all the time. Good thing I like about this portion right here, I definitely should say here, invest in one of these. I don't know if you can invest two and put one on each side. That'd actually be really good, but you'd have to keep a hand on the focus wheel. So I just keep one on mine. Feature recommendation. This is a good starter, and then eventually upgrading to a weighted system where the battery pack is on the back, and you have a way to balance it, and you have handles, which have all these cool, neat features I'm not going to go into yet because I don't have the actual thing itself. But so far, if you guys notice here, I'm using the bed as an example, this right here hooks onto your back, hooks on your shoulder, goes onto your back. And this right here, see how what I'm talking here, it's all going to direct the weight down there. So that's a reminder for you guys. If you're breathing a lot with this thing, you're going to go ahead, and that's going to transfer directly to the camera one way or another. That's why this handle comes into play, where I'm able to go ahead and hold it up, and I'm not going to have any issues with it. So this is how my rig would look if I'm going ahead and shooting majority of concerts that are done for high voltage. Company that I work with that record videos for bands. I work with them. I produce many of their footage. This is what I use for their videos. I use this majority of the time, and most of the other cameras are stationary, or I have another cameraman with me handheld with his DSLR. So this is what I recommend for you guys if you guys are starting out. If you guys are going to go ahead and use this, try avoid using this at all times and buying an L bracket. $7 more over 30, well, it's like 40 something altogether. you'll get a same exact rig as mine, no different, unless you buy a different bracket handle. Or if not, try to go ahead. I think this thing's really big enough to go ahead and support 2 on each side to stack it over. I don't know how it would work out on grip situations and all that, but best option, go ahead and go with the quick release play and a rail system. Go ahead and do that, or just go ahead and get a weighted system in general and avoid the Cowboy Studio. But this is really good for entry level. There's other models of this. There's the Limo Studio and the other ones. But I use Cowboy Studio. This is the one that I got, and this is the one that I recommend. I don't know the other qualities of the other ones. I don't know if they're the same, they're different, or the same molding. I have no idea. Okay, I'd like to say one thing for you guys out there. If you guys are ever planning to use a shoulder rig and you guys are going handheld, please use a VR lens like what's on this lens. This does not have VR, and I would never recommend this lens for any handheld walking or anything like that. My lens I'm using right now is a VR. If you guys noticed, there's barely any shake, and I'm going to turn it off right now. You notice the shake that's actually going on. That's very minimal shake that could ruin video. Then I turn on VR, and it's gone. So please use a VR lens, especially for handheld video or also for shoulder rig video. It actually helps out and it goes on a long way. If you're using a prime, I feel sorry for you. Just please support your sensor. So that's a quick tip. So let's get back to the video. Sorry, clipped off my lav mic again. The wire is dragging on the floor. If you guys would like more reviews like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It supports me a lot. And you'll be soon seeing a surprise review coming up next. And none of you guys will know till the next video. So that's all, you guys, and see you later.